Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, we'll look at Golang tags. So we'll look at how Golang tags can add meta information to structures and how we can take advantage of those things. So tags are a way to attach additional information to structure fields. Let me show an example first. So in here, we have a file named tags.go. So in here, we have to create a structure. So we'll name the structure as user, because we'll be using user structure field, for example username and password, and this will be a type struct, open close curly braces. Inside this we have to give structure field, so we'll give two struct fields. So one is username and it will be of type string, another one is password and this will be also of type string. So now you will ask me about how you can use tags with a structure. So tags are started with, or tags are written in Golang with backticks. So we want to include two backticks. Inside these two backticks, we want to give the tag name, and keep in mind this is backticks and this is not single inverted commas. And in here we will give a tag as valid, and we can give another tag also here just by giving space in between the two tags. For example, minimum, or we can say max size colon 20. So this username will have maximum size of 20 characters. Same way we can create tag for password. So minimum size of the password should be 8. And now how we can use these tags in our code, because we have only declared them, we have not used them. So for using them, there is no straightforward way, and there is no object creation and calling that structure fields. So we have to use a package called reflect to work with the tags. So let me show you. First we'll create an instance of the struct username user. So we'll name it as u colon equal to, we'll call the user, and we'll create an empty instance. Then we'll create a field for or you can say a variable for tag. So t colon equal to, we'll call reflect package. Then from the reflect package we'll call one function called type of, and this function will take the structure object, that is u. And now we want to create a field. So we'll create a field variable colon equal to, we'll just call tag field tag object. So t dot, we'll call field function from that, and this will take the index of the struct field. So username will have index as 0, password will have index as 1. That is depending on the positional syntax. So we have to get username, so we'll give 0 here as index. Then we have to just call the fmt dot println to print the tag value. So we'll just call field dot, we'll call tag. And if you go ahead and run this, we got an error. We have to search where it is. So we have to give these keys in double inverted commas, not keys, the values. So these are key and value pairs. And one more thing is func main here. And if you go ahead and run this, this should be F capital. Let me clear this and we'll run it again. And we got the tags valid and max size is 20. So what if you want value of this max size tag? So for that, what you can do, we'll just copy and paste this and after tag you have to give tag dot get function. So inside this we have to give the tags key. So we have to give max size, and if you go ahead and run this, since we have two values here, just remove one. Now we'll run this and we'll get 20 here. One more way of if you don't want to include index here, what you can do, this is an alternative, we can call field, or we can create a field variable here, comma underscore, that means this is a write up operator and we don't need it, colon equal to t dot field by name. So we'll just call for the particular struct field which you want to include. So we'll use username. Keep in mind that it is given as a string here. And now if you go ahead and let me comment this, run this, we'll get max size as 20. Also we can give here password, and it will give minimum size as 8. So this is how we work with the tags, and there are more advanced usage of tags in struct. For example, we can use JSON libraries or different encoding libs we already get, like JSON and BSON, and we can use those with the unmarshal and marshal functions to validate the input we are getting from the forms, etc. And there are different packages also, for example Go Validator or Go Defaults. So those packages will be helpful for checking the validity of the structure fields. So for example, we have given max size, minimum size here, but in there we can get predefined functions, for example is email or is password, like that, and we can use those with the tags here. So this is all guys for tags in Golang, and I will see you in the next video.